Yeah, we outside. What's going on, YouTube? What's with YouTube? It is I, Flip, and today we are going to be talking about something very important. You see, in my hand, I hold a piece of paper, clearly, right? And what this piece of paper has on it is the definitive list for the tiers of every Apex legend. Now, unlike a lot of doing other idiotic tier lists, I'm not gonna waste time here. So we don't have like a B, a D, a E, none of that nonsense, right? We have three categories. We have S, C, and F. Why? Because realistically in life, you're either really good, mid, or really bad. Plain and simple.
I am the righteous hand of God, and I am the devil that you forgot.
I think it's best that we start off with all the F place characters. But before we get to all the F places, a little honorable mention here. Ashe. Now Ashe is by far my least liked legend. She is just, I hate playing her on any account. Every legend here, even all of the Fs, have some aspect of playing them that I enjoy. Where I would like a challenge will come and be like, play this guy, and I'll be like, alright, so you know what, I would use him to play. This could be interesting, right? No, not with Ashe. Ashe, I despise. Her being Lang is just outside of the equation here, right? So because of these reasons, she's not just F. She's double F. Mirage. See, Mirage is an interesting guy because he didn't get a reward that he desperately needed until about like season 8. Or was it? I can't remember. It's off the top of the dome, but it was very late and it was very lackluster. And today, anybody that has played Apex 2 times before, like just twice in their life, can tell whether it's a Mirage or a decoy. Yeah. Next, Crypto. Now, I think this one is obvious, guys. Let's just be honest. Yeah, I'm 96% sure that Crypto has like the third lowest pick rate in the game. If you are a Crypto main in this day and age, February 2023, yeah, I have nothing else to tell you, mate. You should have swapped a long time ago. A long time ago. I don't know why you're still playing this G. Revenant. Rev is bad. He is in a bad place. He's down bad. Yeah, keep it a buck. They thought they did something with the, hold out the ult and you could, manually place it. No. Just in general, Rev, you could be scary, man. Like, for a guy with a character model like Revenant, you can make him way scarier though, let's be honest here. Fuse, right? Fuse isn't particularly bad. Like, I do enjoy playing him, like when I play him. But like comparatively to everybody else and like their place in the game, Fuse just sucks, like in general. He's fun to play, so in this case, F isn't for bad, F is for fun.
What's that?
Fun is when you... Fun is... It's like... It's kind of...
Seer. Much like the Mirage case, Seer was really good when they introduced him. And that was when they introduced him. Let me explain to you how much times this has happened to me. Okay, let's say this is me, right, walking up to a building. Oh, I hear footsteps. You know what time it is? Shin. And I turn away to run and meet back up with my team. Now, in the back of my brain, even though I played Seer too many times for these damn challenges, man. Even though I played Seer, right? In the back of my mind, I'm like, alright, if there's anybody, I'll get a hit marker. Don't say anything on my screen. I'm like, alright, cool, it's calm. Spin back around to see I've pinged 17 people in one building. And I'm just like... Now, next up is Catalyst. Newest lady. I don't think I need to explain it, right? Every season we get people playing the legend for at least like 2 weeks off for lunch. After the first day of the new season, there were no catalysts. I saw none of them. Mad Maggie. And this one I will save for last because it's kind of debatable. Alright, so you guys in the comments could just let me know. Is Maggie F4C? Because we both know she's not desperate. Let's just be honest here, right? Moving on to C. Alright, this is just the legends that are mid. Right, as in they're okay to play. Like, of course, I'd rather play somebody else, but like if I'm playing them, I wouldn't be mighty upset, right? Like some of the Fs, okay. Gibraltar. I'm writing this list from the perspective of a public match player. You and me, the common man, the peon in the game, who plays ranked every couple seasons that they feel to, and gets stuck in plat 2 because your teammates suck. I don't know why, but just Gibby on a whole has just fallen off a little bit. And that's why he's in C. Right, if this was like back in the day, right? Early comp scene, right, where every team had to have a Gibby, then maybe he'd be an S. Maybe. Right? But because it's for you and I, because we're talking about today's day and age, and the fact that I barely see any Gibbies anymore, right? Gibby has to take a seat. Lifeline. I think the only version of Lifeline that would have landed her an S. And quite frankly, I very much like that version of Lifeline. Because I used that version of Lifeline a lot when it was here. Now she is mid. Because that flicking revive thing, if I'm down out in an open field, it does nothing. It actually hinders me. Right? I would rather crawl with my shield out than have a lifeline res me in the middle of the field. You know why? Because I'm instantly dead. Plain and simple. I've signed my life off in the moment that the lifeline decided to click square on her controller and send a robot to revive. I died in that moment. Every time. Plain and simple. Every time. It's Wraith. Wraith was goated in the early seasons. Again, like most of these people, but she's fallen so far from grace. The whole animation she has to go in before her thing, by the way, back in the day, this was happening, right? I press the button, then in her thing immediately. Nowadays, I press the button. Like, bro, can we please just get to the point? I need to get away. That's the whole reason I picked you. Golly, and you just... Wraith, you're lucky I didn't put you in F. Okay, you're so lucky. But for the culture, like what you stand for and represent, I'll leave you in C. Bangalore. She works for some people, doesn't work for me. She'll get a C tier. Thank you. No, but seriously though, her ult fairly easy to avoid. Unless you're literally just crammed in a final zone. It's fairly easy to avoid a Bangalore. The smoke, very annoying to be used against and kind of fun to use along with the passive. The passive is the most fun aspect about this. You know, zipping around. I don't know why, but I feel like more confident zipping with Bangalore than with Octane. I know it's weird and strange, but it's me. But Bangalore will have to get a C because she's not my favorite, you know, legend for that style of play. Watson, when it comes to trap legends, first things first, you gotta think of Seer, but second things second, you gotta think about Watson, man. She is fantastic. She's great, she's fun. Except she's really not. She is so boring to play as me. And like all 80% of the trap legends play that way. Like they just feel, it causes me pain to play them, plain and simple. And I don't know why, but it just does, because it's just slow and it's boring and I hate it. Moving on, Rampart. Speak of the devil. Now, Rampart is, in my opinion, worse than Watson, but for the sheer fact that her ult is semi-magnifique and her passive is actually kind of cool, you know, for the off chance that you end up using an LMG. That's the reason she's not in F, but she'll hold C. She'll hold a C. Loba. The thing about Loba. Loba is a interesting legend in the fact that her ult is quite useful in a lot of situations, but that bracelet is terrible. Like, mobility-wise, probably the worst mobility in the game is that bracelet, and for that reason, she can't be S. She just physically can't be S. So she'll thankfully hold a C. Valkyrie. Oof. Valkyrie. Oh, where do we start again? Great when she came into the game, I tell you what, she was fantastic. Now, the fact that they made her ult center like 2 meters off the ground and then she gets to fly away. Like, from the stars a little bit, the fact that she had to stand there with the join up. Until it is time to join the squad, we are going to fly. You know what I mean? Like that. For me, always was a little bit of a red flag, but then they made the ult not even sending as high anymore. I'm just like, right now, she just feels like in a wonky place, so she's gonna have to stay in this wonky place and hold a seat respectfully. Newcastle. Newcastle is an alternate version of Gibraltar, but a better one at that. I like Newcastle a lot more than Gibby, but like in situations, they are like one will outshine the other. Like Newcastle's like normal tactical war, let's be honest, is dog war. It's passive. that is the kicker. That resin with the shield walking thing, it is a game changer. But not enough of a game to change the fact that I don't like his tactical wall. And his ult is kind of mid. So for those things combined, he came up with a Vantage. Sniper is fantastic. It's the best sniper. It's not the best sniper. It's a very good sniper. I'll just say that. Very good sniper. Outside of that, the back kind of wonky mechanics for the mobility. If it wasn't for Loba's bracelet, it would be the worst in the game, let's be honest here. The tactical with like the shield thing is useful in very specific situations, and because she's situational and too many situations happen in Apex situationally, she's gonna have to hold a Seaman. And that does it for our mid category. Now it's time for the final category. And that's where we talk about all of the good legends, the actually fun ones to play, the ones that I love to play. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Well, I could do better. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Oh, that was terrible. Let's just move on, man. Bloodhound. Alright, when it comes to tracking legends, Bloodhound stands unrivaled. Plain and simple. That scan is fantastic. The cooldown is balanced. His ult is just so fun to use and scary when you hear it. Jeez Louise Christ. Nothing can make me poop myself at 2 in the morning quite like hearing a Bloodhound roar behind me. It is terrifying. And for that reason, he gets to have an S. Pathfinder. When it comes to movement legends and mobility legends, you gotta have Pathfinder. You just gotta. Like, there's obviously a few that you think about. I have 3 on the line right now, but Pathfinder is definitely among those 3. And all of those 3 deserve S. Thank you. Caustic. Now, this might be a controversial pick. Right? It might be. Might not be. Who knows? But as far as trap legends go, Caustic is unrivaled and undisputedly the best. And you need to represent everybody in S, right? For every kind of playstyle. And if you want to be... I can't believe I'm gonna say it. If you want to be a camping Andy, Caustic is your best bet. 100% hands down. Caustic is your best. But yeah, the fact that he can't get harmed by other people's Caustic guys, I just love that detail. Because it just makes sense. Because I mean, he has the amount. Yeah, it's great. It's great. It's fantastic. And I love it. Moving on. Octane. Remember when I said it had multiple people? The movement that you gotta think about? Octane was definitely one of them. Probably number 1, to be honest. He is... Like, if you thought he was gonna be anything other than us, then you're just stupid. Like, plain and simple. Like, just you as a person, you as a person are mentally dumb. And finally, if you know the legends in the game, you know who's the last one we have to do, and Horizon. And much like how Ash was the epitome of dog trash, having a double F, Horizon, my opinion, best legend in the game, will undoubtedly hold a double S. Can we get a round of applause for Horizon, please?
No!
You know, PC players will complain that Horizon is a crush for controller players, you know, but honestly speaking, I just don't agree with it, you know what I mean? Like, I think, you know, controller players... Oh yeah, obviously me myself, I'm not a controller player. You can see very clearly and evidently the gameplay that I'm not a controller player, right? Let's just be honest here. And so I can say from an unbiased standpoint that that's not the case on Horizon. It's just fun to play. But that'll conclude for the list today, guys. You know, this is probably how the video is gonna look around for, you know, moving forward. So if you're cool with that, you're down with that, then remember that if you like the video, and if you really like the video, subscribe. It's plain and simple. It's free. You can unsubscribe tomorrow if you find that my videos suck moving forward. Plain and simple. But anyways, I have been Gobble Sleep, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.